Hi, Jesse with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at, and I'll show you how to install the CURT Custom Fit Class 3 Receiver Hitch on our 2022 Honda Passport. Adding a hitch to a vehicle like the Passport makes a lot of sense. It gives you the ability to add on extra cargo space, maybe with a cargo carrier or a bike rack, and you also have the ability to do some light duty towing. Just remember, when you're doing light duty towing, you will need lights on the back of your trailer, and you will need to add on a supplemental trailer wiring kit. Now for a closer look at the hitch here, you can see it has a nice gloss black finish, and the cross beams are completely hidden under the bumper. So all you'll see is this standard 2" by 2" receiver on the back, and your safety cable loops, which are a wire style, which makes it super easy to hook up any kind of safety cables, whether it be a clevis or any other style that you might have. Then behind that, you have a standard 5/8" pinhole, which this hitch does not come with a pin and clip included. However, they are available at eTrailer, and also any accessory that you might add on to here will most likely come included with one. Now for some measurements. From the ground to the top of the inside of the collar is just about 16 inches, which is a good middle of the road number. Any accessory with a mild rise or drop or even a straight shank should work just fine. From the center of the pinhole to the edge of the bumper is just about 3.5 inches. Just keep that number in mind for any folding accessories that you may have, just to ensure that they don't make contact with the vehicle. And then for weight capacities, the maximum gross trailer weight rating is 5,000 pounds. That goes up to 6,000 pounds when using weight distribution. The tongue weight, which is the amount of weight pushing down on the vehicle, will be 750 pounds. Just be sure to double check in your owner's manual. I always say to choose the lowest rated component just to make sure that you're safely carrying whatever you're adding on here. For my final thoughts, I really like the way the gloss black finish is on this vehicle. If you like the numbers and the way this looks, but aren't completely sold on the glossy finish, eTrailer does have an option available with a matte black finish that has the same capacity numbers and it installs the same. Speaking of installation, on this vehicle with this hitch, it's about as easy as it gets. It's just a matter of holding the weight up above your head and putting some bolts in, or maybe if you're on the ground. But other than that, it's super simple. If you want to see how I set this one up today, feel free to follow along. First step of our installation is to check out our weld nuts, which are our mounting points. Some models will have stickers covering them, so you might need to come in with a razor blade or just dig under it with your fingernail. Ours do not have that, so I'm just going to take a wire brush, clean out these 3 holes and the other 3 on the other side. And then I like to take my bolt and thread it in. I'll just thread it in and out until it's real smooth. That way I'm not having to fight some messed up threads while I'm holding a hitch above my head. All of our hardware today will be installed the same way. We'll put our washer on our bolt, the conical tooth washer with the teeth facing up. That way they bite into the hitch. It's a good idea to get an extra set of hands for this step. I have my friend Matt here. We're just going to lift this up into place. Then just get 1 bolt started on each side. I'll get that threaded in about halfway, and then we can just let it hang to install the rest of the bolts. Now we are ready to tighten everything down. I have a 7/8 socket on a 1/2 inch impact. You could also use a 22 millimeter on a ratchet or something like that. But as long as you can get them all tightened down, it doesn't matter. Now it's time to torque these puppies down. If you do not own your own torque wrench, we do have them available here at eTrailer. You could also rent one from your local auto parts store. I'm just going to torque each bolt down to the specification listed in the instructions. With my last bolt torqued down, that's going to do it for our look at and installation of our CURT Trailer Hitch on a 2022 Honda Passport.